So if you're a Turkish speaker learning English, you've said this a million times. Ben öğrenciyim. It's simple, it's correct, but what happens when you try to translate that thought directly into English? You probably end up with something like this. And it just feels wrong, doesn't it? It feels broken, like a critical piece of the puzzle is just missing. This is hands down the most common hurdle for learners, but I've got great news. The fix is so much easier than you think. Let's build it together. All right, let's get into it. We're going to fix that broken sentence once and for all by building something I like to call the sentence bridge. And all it takes are these three little words: am, is, and are. So you might be wondering, okay, but why does English even need this bridge? Turkish gets along just fine without it. And that's a great question. It all comes down to a fundamental difference in how the languages are built. In Turkish, you add a special ending to a word, but in English, you build a bridge right in the middle. This right here is our sentence bridge. Think of am, is, and are as special verbs. They don't show action like run or eat. Nope. Their only job is to connect the subject, the who or what of the sentence, to the rest of it. It's literally the glue that holds these simple sentences together. Now, if you only remember one thing from this whole explainer, let it be this. This is the golden rule. If your English sentence does not have an action verb, you absolutely must build a bridge using am, is, or are. It's not a suggestion. It's a non-negotiable rule of the language. Okay, so we know we need a bridge, but which part do we use? You can't just pick one at random. It's like a puzzle. The piece you use depends entirely on your subject, the who or what you're talking about. So let's see how these pieces lock together. Take a good look here. It's actually really simple. I is special. It gets its very own private bridge piece. Am. Always. I am. Then you have the is team. He, she, and it. All three of them use is. And finally, you've got the are team. You, we, and they. They all share are. You've got to burn these into your brain. Go ahead, say them out loud with me. I am. She is. We are. This is the absolute foundation. All right, so you know which pieces to use. But what can you actually do with this bridge? Well, it turns out this one little bridge has three really big, really important jobs. And honestly, they cover most of the basic sentences you'll ever need. Let's run through them super quick. Job number 1, identity. This is for saying who you are. I am Robin. Simple. Job number 2, description. This is for saying what something or someone is like. She is tired. And job number 3, location, for saying where you are. We are at school. That's it. Identity, description, and location. That's the whole shebang. We are making some serious progress. But now I need you to pay very close attention. We've arrived at a critical warning. This is a trap that so many learners fall into, and I want to help you avoid it right from the very beginning. Look at this. This is so important. In a simple English sentence, you have to make a choice. You can have an action verb, like go, or you can have a sentence bridge, like am, but you can never, ever have both. You either say I go, or you say I am a student. You must choose the action or the bridge. Phew, okay, after that super serious rule, let's tackle something incredibly easy, a quick win. How do you say no? How do you make these sentences negative? It's almost ridiculously simple. You just find your bridge piece and add one little word right after it. Not. Seriously, look how easy this is. I am becomes I am not. He is becomes he is not. Or you can squish them together and say he isn't. They are becomes they are not, or they aren't. See? You just find the bridge and stick not right next to it. It's a piece of cake. Okay, I've talked enough. The only way to really make this stuff stick is for you to do it yourself. It's time to get your hands dirty and build some bridges. I'm going to give you a sentence with a missing piece, and you're going to fill it in. You ready? All right, here's our first one. I blank a brave learner. Which piece of the bridge fits in that gap? Go on, pause right now, and say the whole sentence out loud. I'll wait. Did you get it? Of course you did. The answer is am. I am a brave learner. Perfect. Let's try another. Okay, next up. My car blank Blue. Now think about this for a second. The subject is my car. Which pronoun is that? It's an it, right? So, which bridge piece do we need? Go ahead and pause again. Give it your best shot. If you said is, you are 100% correct. My car is blue. You're getting this. Let's try a negative one now. Okay, last practice question. We blank, and then we have not at home. Remember the simple rule for making a negative sentence. Which bridge do you use for we, and where does not go? All right, pause and put it all together. Ready? The bridge for we is are. So the answer is we are not at home. Or if you use the contraction, we aren't at home. Fantastic work. Now, how about a little challenge? Okay, look closely here because this is a really cool distinction. On one side, we have don't be rude. That's an order, a command. It doesn't use our bridge. But on the other side, we have you aren't rude. That's not an order, is it? It's a fact, a description of someone. And because it's a description with no action, it needs our bridge. See that difference? One is a command, the other is a fact. You've done an absolutely amazing job. You now know how to build the sentence bridge to make positive statements and negative statements. So, what's the next big step? Well, how do we ask questions? You've completely mastered a sentence like, I am a student. But now look what happens when we want to ask a question. To go from a statement to a question, we don't actually add any new words. We do something else, something much cleverer. And that right there is the secret. The key to asking questions in English isn't about adding something new. It's about changing the order of the pieces you already have. It's about inversion. And once you master how to do that little flip with the sentence bridge, trust me, you are so much closer to fluency. We'll cover exactly how to do that in our next explainer.